So I had a really great question. I'm going to answer this question. And the question was, what is something that slows down a manifestation? And I was like, yes, like I have such a great response to this because I see it all the time. Okay, something that you do that slows down manifesting and creating what you deeply desire to experience in your life is you stop having fun. I know it sounds so basic, but let's be honest. Nothing was really supposed to be that hard in terms of creating what we want to create. We overcomplicate things. And so when you stop having fun and you start, first of all, rigidity and creation, like they don't go together. So if you're trying to manifest and you're really rigid and you're not enjoying the process, and you're like, why is this taking so long? I'm going to tell you to go to the bathroom and look in the mirror, and I'm going to be like, that reflection, like that's that's why it's taking so long. Okay, it's you. So when you're not having fun, when you're taking this too seriously, you're going to slow things down. Another thing that I was asked was, how clear do I have to be about what I'm manifesting? You need to be clear. You need to know what it is that you're creating. You need to know what it is that you desire. You need to know what it is that you're manifesting. And so, for example, let's say you're like, I just want more money. I want more money. I want to manifest more money. And you're walking down the street and all of a sudden you see a dollar bill and you're like, oh, and you pick it up, you take it, you're like, great. There's your manifestation. Like, you're welcome. The universe is like, well, you asked for more money. Here's a dollar. We both know that you want more than $1. So you need to be clear about what it is that you're manifesting, but not rigid. And so one of the things that I do, so let's say you want, consistent 20K months. You're like, I want consistent 20K months. I would say add into the language and into the experience of that manifestation 20K months or beyond, 20K months or better. Like, you are allowing the universe to surprise and delight you with something that is beyond your wildest dreams. And so I always tell people, the more open and the more fluid that you can be in the creation process, the better. And if you can bring that playfulness and that fun and that lightheartedness into what it is that you're creating for yourself, you're going to enjoy the process along the way, which why would you not want to do that? And so, it's so funny because there's so many times, like, even just from a business standpoint, like a business example, I see women that want to come in and they want to start creating their online business, or they want to scale their business. Maybe they're capped at 20K months and they want to hit 50, or they want to hit consistent 6 figures. And when we start looking at how they're actually experiencing themselves inside of their business, I'm like, Karen, obviously, you're not even having fun. Like, of course there's some energetic leaks happening because you're doing things that you don't even want to be doing inside of your business. You're getting on sales calls when you hate doing that. You're taking calls after 5 p.m. when you prefer the morning time. It's like everything that you're doing, you get to actually create from such a place of enjoyment. And so you want to start bringing in these energetic standards of, this is what I'm available for and this is what I'm not. And so there's so many ways that our energy and our vibration and our frequency is either supporting the creation in a more hyper speed, or it's actually supporting the slowdown. So if you're frustrated and you're trying to create, if you are in lack and you're trying to create, that separation means that it's just going to take longer for you to actually experience that manifestation in 3D, like that physical, the evidence of it, because you have it. The money's in your bank account. The engagement ring is on your finger. The sports car is in your driveway. The beach house on, Malibu, it's like you're in it. It's like when you are frustrated, you're impatient, you're forcing, you're trying to control the way in which your manifestation occurs, like, there's no way you're having fun. And if you're not having fun, you're slowing things down. And so there's also a reason that people say the how and the when a manifestation occurs and happens is none of your business. There's a reason that we say this. So your job is to be clear on what you want. And then your other job is to be very clear on who you are when you have the thing that you want, and then to show up that way. So this would be the generating elevated emotions ahead of the actual experience. It would be very easy for you if I handed you a check for $1 million right now. You're going to feel some kind of way. My question to you is, can you feel some kind of way ahead of receiving the check? Because if you can do that, and you can do that consistently, then you're connected to that vision of your future, the energy of your future. And this is where we start to collapse time. But it's when you are embodying that frequency of a past version of you, the version of you that's in doubt, the version of you that's in lack, the version of you that's frustrated. This is the energy that slows things down. And I know that it's really difficult to generate and maintain those elevated emotions when you've consistently been feeling something else, but this is the habit that you are working to break. And so if you're going to create something, you need to be sure and certain of what that creation is. And then you also need to be certain of how you occur and show up when you have that thing. And then you want to start actually generating those feelings and emotions ahead of the actual experience. And so I gave a lot of examples. I think I gave like several, maybe not a lot, but I gave several, right? Like the flying first class, like the Escalade. Like I gave examples in my Dr. Joe Dispenza testimonial video of some of the ways in which I would work to maintain those elevated emotions. But if you notice a theme, I was having fun. Like I was playful with it. It didn't matter to me what somebody thought, or I didn't care how I looked. Like I'm busy creating what I want. And so here's my advice. Get clear on what it is that you're creating, but in that clarity, be open to potentials beyond what it is that you could actually see for yourself. Be open to the universe surprising and delighting you with something that is beyond and more grand than the vision you originally had. So be clear, but also be open, because we don't want to bring that rigidity into the creation. And number 2, have fun. Like the version of you that has the thing that you want is really loving life. So the question and the challenge becomes, can you actually experience that level of aliveness inside of your life now, and experience it now ahead of actually having it? If you can do that, you're going to manifest very quickly.